We're now speaking with Dr. Nileshkumar Kukalyekar from DSM at ET Auto EV Conclave Day 2. Thank you so much for speaking with us, sir. My first question to you is, in your view, how is India working towards building a sustainable and Atmanirbhar supply chain when we talk about the EV ecosystem?
Indeed, I mean, right now, if you look at all most of these materials which are required and the technology is also being imported, but this is not the sustainable way for us, right? We are a big market, and that's where what also yesterday we heard from Gadkari ji that government is also pushing for a lot of incentives, a lot of money is being put in for Atmanirbhar supply chain, and all industry like what we are also doing is really gearing up to support this initiative and to become Atmanirbhar because then if we have the sustainable supply chain from India, also the cost and the price of the vehicles are also going to get down. And then it becomes more affordable. The market is bigger. That's where it is going to help us going forward. So I believe that this supply chain is coming up with government push. This is going to really be happening quite soon.
Now, with the recent instances of certain mishaps, when we talk about EV vehicles in the country, there are a lot of myths surrounding the EV ecosystem which have sprung up. What is your take on that?
I mean, of course, mishap is a mishap. That's a sad thing. But it is also not, there are not many of those, huh? Very few of those which happened. And if I look back a century ago, maybe when we moved from horse carriages to the vehicles, petrol driven vehicles, the similar things were also in people's mind. But eventually those were quite, ironed off. So right now also when the industry is getting matured, this is going to be better situation. I mean, for example, from DSM perspective, right now I just talked about in the conference that companies like us, which are coming up with more safer, lighter materials, which are going to make sure that any mishap doesn't happen. If the mishap happens, then the fuel is not added to that, but then the all, for example, it is catching fire, it gets extinguished. So more and more safer ways to make the vehicle and to run in a safer way on the roads is being done right now. So I'm sure that over a period of a few months, maybe or a couple of years, things there will be completely without any mishap. We could see the vehicles on the road.
Thank you so much for that, sir. And lastly, what were some of the highlights of your panel here at the ET Auto EV Conclave, and how was your experience being here at this curated platform?
Oh, it's a great experience, I must say that. So really was happy to be over here in this conclave. Last 2 days were really enriching. At the same time, many OEMs, many people, industry leaders were around. So that was also good to hear from them. What is how do they see the future of EV? How do they see the ecosystem coming up, and how also we can contribute to that? So I think it was a great event. Good to connect with several of those people, which finally makes an industry, right, and makes a gives an opportunity to come together and do something which is meaningful for this industry. So it was a great event. We really enjoyed it thoroughly.
Thank you so much for speaking with us, sir.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
And that's a wrap from DSM here at ET Auto EV Conclave.